Congratulations! You have been chosen to run a work group. You might be asking yourself, how can I take advantage of this awesome opportunity to win friends and influence outcomes? Or you might be asking yourself, why me? Either way, use the 5 steps in this video to improve your experience of work groups by increasing their effectiveness. Some reasons work groups seem burdensome include members showing up feeling that they or others are unprepared, conversations circling unproductively, and the impression that it is a waste of time because nothing really gets done. It doesn't have to be that way. Creating structure can address some challenges to the success of your work group. Each of these 5 tips to improving your work group's meeting effectiveness involves some effort on your part, but if you try them, you may find the outcome is well worth the investment. Tip 1. Create an agenda listing topics for discussion and send it out with sufficient time for people to prepare, organize their thoughts, or do research. Ask the work group for agenda items at the end of the meeting for the next agenda, and check for new topics between meetings. The agenda might also relate to work deliverables or requests by leadership. Tip 2. For each agenda item, ask the group to identify an action to be taken during the meeting or after the meeting. Will the action simply be to learn something for future consideration? Will it be to decide something? Will it be to generate a document or an object for the group to consider later? This reduces the feeling of, why are we talking about this? Tip 3. Every action to take place outside of the meeting should have a responsible person or people attached to it during the meeting. Ask for volunteers and name the person who ends up attached to the task. You might find it valuable to thank the person for volunteering. If no one volunteers, ask the work group who should be responsible. Tip 4. Some groups take careful minutes of all discussed, creating a record of the decision-making process. At a minimum, you should write down identified post-meeting actions and who is responsible for them. Distribute that to the work group. Sharing this list can help with accountability as well as credit. Tip 5. Put the list of identified actions on the next agenda. This can jog the memory of those who agreed to accomplish things, helping forward movement. It also gives the group a chance to acknowledge members' work. Don't shame people who haven't accomplished something. Rather, ask what went wrong and how the group can support success on the task. With these tips, your work group will become a peak workplace experience where everyone always gets along and decisions are made easily and without regret. Okay, not really. However, you can increase the odds of being seen as more than a waste of time and effort. You may even be rewarded with being placed in charge of another work group. This video is licensed under Creative Commons and may be shared with others with credit, but may not be adapted.